what would you assume is the most major threat on the world stage? Anybody, just call it out. You don't have to raise your hand.
Definitely Russia.
Definitely Russia. That's confident. I like it. Who says Russia? Anybody agree with her? Hands? Okay, great. Who else?
China.
Stop yelling at me, but China is a good answer. Anybody? Who else? China?
North Korea?
North Korea. Any North Korea takers? And Venezuela? Anybody? Nope. Oh, yeah. One guy in the back. A little worried about Venezuela. Everybody's cool with Venezuela? No threat? Okay. Let me ask you this. Which one of these places can claim to have the largest oil deposit on the planet? More than Saudi? More than Iran? Wow. Okay. What about things like gold? More than all the mines in Africa combined? The fact is that Venezuela is arguably the single greatest resource of oil and minerals on the planet. So, why is this country in the midst of one of the greatest humanitarian crises in modern history?
Well. As much as that clip that just played was fiction, it is now non-fiction and very real. But we'll get to Venezuela later. We're gonna talk about that in the show later on. But welcome to the Channel 6 podcast on a Wednesday night. Joined by my boy Miles Smith, Mr. Polo Smith 81. Maybe we'll be joined by Isaac, tonight. Later we'll see. But how you doing tonight, man?
Oh yeah, I'm good, man. Just chilling.
Yeah. So we got some breaking news starting off the show. We started off with some college football talk, but one of the significant trade happened tonight in the NBA. Hawks traded four-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Washington Wizards for NBA vet CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. There was no draft picks involved like people thought initially. CJ McCollum is gonna be on a expiring contract. He's not to extend. He's 34 years old. Put out lead. Corey Kispert, I have no info on him. I'm not gonna pretend to know who he is. All I know is that he's a
Decent
young
role
piece
player.
from the Wizards. And not all the players they could have gave us, they didn't. But this is very disappointing for myself being an Atlanta Hawks fan because really what they could have done at this point, CJ McCollum brings no value to the team. This was really Trae Young's first bad year with the team, and they're ready to cut bait with him. Even though once they didn't extend them, that pretty much was it right there.
Mm-hmm.
There was other options. Bucks and the Nets showed interest, but Washington was the only one willing to basically give him the money he wants. So all that's showing me is that he doesn't care about winning anymore.
Nope. And then remember Travis Slank is there
Trying to
too.
chase a bag like a lot of these athletes. So hate this trade. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, and then the guy who drafted him worked for the Wizards now.
Go ahead, man.
Hold up.
Hear me now? Nah, it don't help that Travis Slank works for the Wizards now, so that's one reason he wanted to go there. Then, like you said, Washington probably finna give him a new deal. We'll probably hear a new deal in the next couple of days, if not tomorrow. If not tomorrow. So I mean, it's a means to an end. You know, I
And
the couple of times I saw y'all
you,
play,
you think about it,
I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk like the other folks. Like y'all played better without him. I felt like I still needed him, but I mean, Jalen Johnson now going to be Jason Tatum, basically.
yes, he's him and AJ Daniels is gonna be the Dyson Daniels, excuse me, is gonna be the basically the focal of the team. They keep trying to sell me on Porzingis, but I don't see him there long term.
I think
Uh,
Porzingis gone by tomorrow.
they're still trying to. He could
Mhm.
potentially be moved for Anthony Davis.
Mm.
Yeah, because they still, yeah, Anthony Davis. That's the name that's out there. And plus, he doesn't want to be there. He never wanted to be there. So
He never wanted to be there. LeBron sent him there.
they probably initially, yeah,
Yeah,
initially when they signed him to the team from the Boston trade, they probably gauged his interest to see if he would be interested in extending. And if he wanted to be extended, they would have extended him by now. So,
yeah.
and plus, he's also on the expiring contract. So, it's just best to move him now and get some form while you can, then let him walk at the end of the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, me personally, I was sour on this at the beginning of the season, but another name instead of trade. How you like it? How does this sound to you? And sending them to Golden State.
Say what you had froze out.
I said I wasn't sold on this at the beginning of the season. I'm kind of sold on instead of trading for singers for AD.
Mm.
How about trading them for Al Horford?
Mm. Man, I can see it, but you really want 1 year out? Well, Al Horford probably gonna give you 1 more year. He probably just gonna give you
Well,
one
all we
year.
gonna get from Anthony Davis is 1 year.
Oh, okay. You put it like that.
Yep. All we was gonna get from Anthony Davis is 1 year.
Yeah,
And
I can
plus,
see that.
you
But
got to remember, one of the teams Anthony Davis was also interested in was Golden State. So I'm assuming
yeah,
more than likely he was going to get traded for Al Horford to go there anyway.
right.
If he ends up going there, so
Mm, man,
they
this
got to be
NBA
really
season,
looking to move.
this NBA season crazy
But I'm
anyway.
looking at this
So
long list.
LeBron trying to hold
Yeah,
on too
it's
long. That's another problem. Cause you know
yeah,
he ain't playing tonight. Talking about he got arthritis in the foot.
and mainly for the money. Yeah, but I bet you TMZ catch him on a golf course somewhere tomorrow.
I agree.
I put it
Mm.
and they got that's another team that got to figure out an exit plan too.
Was that?
I said that's another team that got to figure out the exit plan. Los Angeles because whether they want to or not, they got to prepare for the future, and they might better consider a backup plan for Luka too, because I don't think it's gonna work out with him either.
Mm,
Because
oh,
all the stuff that Dallas was complaining about
mm,
is starting to show up. Is starting to show up
show in LA,
in
yeah.
Los Angeles.
But you know something?
That attitude popping back. Go ahead.
But you know something? As crazy as this sound, you know the owner better than me, cause he the owner of your Dodgers. I think they moved on from LeBron last
Mhm.
season. And I think they showed him this offseason when they ain't signed him to no extension. Like him
Yeah,
and Rich Paul was trying to do. So regardless of
yeah,
what he wants, I think LeBron gone anyway. Whether it's gonna be a mid-season trade
yeah.
or at the end of the year they just ain't finna bring him back. You know.
Yeah.
But
And the
Luca,
thing is, if LeBron, go ahead.
the thing about Luca, I agree with you. Even though they signed that 3-year extension or whatever it was,
Yeah,
crazy part is
it's actually
I feel
2 years.
right. I still think they're gonna try to woo him and they finna try to get his homeboy on the team. Try to get Jokic. But the problem with that, to me, the problem with that, Denver winning. Ain't like Denver hurting. You know what I'm saying? They
How
might was
much
hurting
money?
last
How
year.
much money you think this? I mean,
Well, you know the Dodger owner, so I mean, yeah, I feel like he willing to pay whatever it takes.
you're right.
But how much Denver willing to pay? That's the question. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So,
and you can't really give up no draft capital because I mean they ain't gonna be in the lottery.
right.
I mean,
I don't know.
man,
It's just a lot of stuff we'll see when the time
you
comes.
mean what the Lakers have to give?
Well, what I'm saying, if he because his contract expired right at the end of the year.
And the thing,
I'm just saying when the contract expired, I don't think Lakers can't trade for nothing. They ain't got no picks. I don't think they do anyway.
no,
If they
no.
do, they just
That's why
started
they
to get
keep
them
saying
back.
Austin Reeves. That's why they saying they
Now,
best bet right now if they want it to trade Austin Reeves.
I don't think that'd be a smart move, but we'll see.
It wouldn't, but that's the only thing of value pretty much they got on the team that's movable.
Right. I don't know. It's
Alright, and Jim Harbaugh got fired yesterday, right?
you
And
mean
he was in
Jim is
Baltimore.
John Harbaugh. John.
John,
It,
John, John, Jim Harbaugh brother got fired yesterday by the Baltimore Ravens. He had been there for 18 years, got them a Super Bowl in 2012. Uh, Ever since then, they've been getting close, but not close enough. And the front office felt like they needed to make a change yesterday. Number one, to appease their star player. Number two, they feel like they need a new voice in that locker room. So, you think what do you think that was a smart move to make? Do you think they might have needed more time, and also who you who would you bring in to replace him?
Man, I thought they at least gave him one more year. That's what I thought. Well, until I heard the problems that was going on with John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. Cause I don't care what John
Yeah,
Harbaugh or Lamar Jackson said. I believe he was coming in falling asleep during the quarterback meetings and all that. He up late night streaming, all these jokers do, so once you start
yeah.
to hear that, it
Active.
kind of it kind of reminded me of the Carson Wentz situation. It was finna be a means to the end. And like
Yeah,
I really and you know what they really ain't talking about? It kind of what Jeffrey Lurie had to do with Doug Peterson. He didn't want to fire Doug Peterson. All he had Doug Peterson do was change his offensive coordinator. But Doug Peterson ain't want to do it. And I think the same, they probably asked John Harbaugh, hey, you're gonna have to change a couple of coaches out. And abruptly Todd Monken. And John Harbaugh probably told him no. And they probably gave John Harbaugh because they said they started meeting about 10 that morning. So they met at 10 that morning, and he got fired by what time? Like about 5, I think, 4 or 5. So
hmm yeah. It was 4 or 5.
so they probably the owner, he probably have given John Harbaugh every chance to say, go ahead and do it. But he probably left him no choice. And he went ahead and
Yeah.
let him go. That's what I think happened.
But the thing is, isn't but Todd Monken is up for interviews himself though.
But then then this morning, I was watching the DC sports radio and everything. Josina Anderson said that wherever John Harbaugh goes, Todd Monken probably going this morning. Like if he go to the Giants, he probably gonna take him with him or whatever. Cause to me, if Todd Monken, if he up for coordinator jobs, I don't think it's in the pros, dog. I think it's back in college. And if it's back in college, the only other place
Yeah.
that would be Georgia to me or Georgia Tech. It could be no Georgia Tech just
But
hired they
he's
all.
interviewing with Brown.
He interviewing with the Browns for what the head
But he's
coaching job.
interviewing with the Browns for a head coaching job.
They ain't finna hire Todd Monken. You know what I'm saying? How old
Yeah.
Todd Monken
Yeah,
is?
that
Todd
came out
Monken,
today. Head coach, yeah.
yeah, how old Todd Monken is, man? He about 60 something.
He turned, he turned 60 this year because he was born in 1966.
They ain't hiring Todd Monken.
He's
They
a
ain't
he's a
nobody.
year he's a year younger than John Harbaugh.
Okay. Well, I put it like this.
You don't
I
look it.
don't think,
Look,
yeah, he little old as I don't know what. I don't think Todd Monken get no head coaching job. I put it like that. He probably gonna interview because they probably got to interview a list of candidates, but I don't think he get no head coaching job. I think Todd Monken, like I
his
said, I
if
think
he gets one at all, if he gets one at all, Cleveland would be his best shot because that's where he was the
yeah.
OC there, so
But
he
see,
familiar.
that's one of the places they talking about John Harbaugh going.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
don't
So
forget.
back to what you said. Go ahead.
Oh, and then don't forget. No Georgia, that Georgia Bulldog fan base, especially after what happened last week, they ain't satisfied with what happened with Bobo. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm.
You know, So he can't go to Georgia Tech because Georgia Tech just hired their OC. Crazy enough, he was with the Ravens. They hired their OC, so he ain't going there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, so like I said, that's gonna be interesting to see. But who I
Yeah,
think
I
I
was
don't.
surprised. Yeah,
Uh,
that news came out about that head coaching interview round 7.
mm, mm, yeah, that's gonna be crazy right there. I'm very interested to see how that work out for the Baltimore Ravens. Cause I'm gonna tell you, if it don't work out, if it don't work out, that with with whoever Lamar Jackson want, boy, boy, Lamar gonna be looking bad, boy. That's all I'm gonna say. He gonna be the Trae Young of football.
Yep. And speaking of old ex Georgia coordinators, you know what, UAB hired Todd Grantham today.
I saw that. I saw that tonight. I saw that tonight. Man, they need all the help down there. Man, the stuff I've been
Mm-hmm.
reading about UAB, man, they said Trip Differ turned that place into a madhouse, man. So I don't even know who the head coach is. That's one job I ain't see who got the head coaching job for UAB, but they probably need all the help they can get. Now, Todd Grantham might do good in the American Conference. He might. You know, he
Yep.
just ain't. Well, he just don't work out with the big dogs no more. So,
The name of the head coach at UAB is this is Chris Mortensen's son, ain't it?
yep, that's
Alex
right. That
Mortensen.
is who. He was the interim coach. He the one that got promoted. That's right. That is right. Mm,
Yes, yes.
he
Yeah, they
might.
gave him the official title.
He might wanna. Let me think. He might want a veteran coach with him. That's the only thing I could think of. Why would you get Todd Grantham, who ain't been probably last DC job I remember him having, I think was Oklahoma State, and we saw how that ended.
Yeah, because the last place he was at was he was with the Saints for a little while.
Wow.
Yeah, he was with the Saints from 2023 to 2024
Mm. What he
as
was,
a
a
defensive line
consultant?
coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just say line coach, defensive line
Line
coach.
coach. Hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting right there. But the American Conference, I ain't gonna lie. I know we finna get into college in a minute, but the
Mm-hmm.
American Conference done got weak with all the coaching changes and all the coaching moves. They don't have some strong ones come in, but they ain't proven themselves yet. So we don't know how it's gonna work. So honestly, if you want my for that American Conference next year, to me, the favorite to win it just on paper right now. Even though I like what Brian Hartline doing with USF, I'm gonna say Navy.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's about the most consistent team in that conference. You know what you about gonna get from them.
Hmm.
Um, they're gonna get a winning record. They're gonna get
Yep.
ranked. They might not get ranked high, but they're gonna get ranked.
Hmm.
So yeah,
And
pretty
then and
much.
then Army usually come up like they have a good year, then they have a bad year. I mean, it's hard to say with them. How about now we say that? How about on the game? I did a simulation today. How about Army Fire Todd Monkey on the game? He had won one game and they
Jeff
fired him.
Monkey.
Jeff Monkey, my bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. I'm surprised. And he done had chances to leave the Army to go to bigger schools and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He might better figure out an exit, or he will get let go. Keep on losing the
Yeah.
doggone Navy.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point there. Even though what probably saved them last year, they won the American Conference. That's the only thing that probably saved them. So,
The only thing he done won since he done been there, okay, is the
yeah, I think the only thing he won the American Conference. And
yep,
shoot, even when they won the American Conference last year, if I'm correct, they lost the Navy, correct?
yeah. And he won the Vince Lombardi Award too. He got a Coach of the Year award too. And I
Mm.
forgot he won that 2018.
Okay.
And he was the American Conference Coach of the Year 2 years ago.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't get it last year.
Last year it was the North Texas head coach.
Okay. Okay.
As in
That's
2025.
right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He the one that going to Oklahoma State. That's right.
I with all these transfers going on, I'm pulling up right now the top 100 players in the transfer. But which team first of all, what's your opinion on the transfer portal?
In the words of Coach JB, it's the Wild Wild West. That's number one. Number two, who I think so far probably done had the best transfer portal. I mean, you got to put Texas Tech up there. Texas Tech. I mean, they're gonna have the money to spend. Uh, and I'll probably say for everything I saw, as crazy as this gonna sound, the Cow Bears. Cow Bears. They don't have some solid pickups from what everything I read and people I follow. And I'm gonna give USF. They spend the money to be in the American Conference. It's crazy. They don't spend more money than Florida State. I think it said Florida and UCF.
Yeah.
So
Like and subscribe to the pod. And share anybody who's listening like subscribe. 24/7 Sports has Sam Levitt ranked number one in the top 100. Um, number one quarterback.
number one quarterback.
Uh, yeah, right now he hasn't officially made a decision. Brandon Sorsby, he's going to Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sam
And
Levin's in Tennessee tonight.
yeah,
Mhm.
I see DJ Lagway. I
He,
forgot he was in.
yeah, he he at Baylor tonight. I kind of
Yeah.
feel like that's probably where he gonna end up because
He
he
should
from
have. He should have
Texas.
took a visit. Should have took a visit to Athens.
Shoot,
Hell,
I don't think you want him, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. One problem I know, being close to Jacksonville, listen to all these Florida fans, Jokers stay hurt all the time. And I'm talking about like, I ain't talking about like a little bit hurt. I'm talking about like Kawhi Leonard and Sam Bradford hurt.
yeah.
I'm talking about in spring practice.
He's on. He's a undersized. He's a little undersized too.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I say you need to go like
But he,
somewhere like Baylor or somewhere like that. Um,
and I see Deuce Knight ain't picked up, ain't chosen school yet.
I'm gonna tell you about Deuce
He a
Knight.
nice size.
I'm gonna tell you about Deuce Knight. I'm gonna tell you the team you got to watch for him is Boston College because they said I guess whoever was the recruiting manager at Auburn is at Boston College now. So I look for them because I think they trying to spend money because I ain't gonna say Bill O'Brien on the hot seat yet, but he needs to start winning more than 1 or 2 games.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that he there. Now let
Yeah.
me ask you this here.
Hmm.
Um, Deuce Knight is from Mississippi.
Yes.
I know Trinidad Chambliss is trying to get more eligibility so he can come back.
Hmm.
But if he can't get that eligibility, you don't think him going home to Ole Miss might be a good idea?
Yeah, I can
That's if
see that.
Trinidad end up leaving.
Yeah, I can see that because I wouldn't think he'll go to Mississippi State because they already got their quarterback in place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I can see that. I honestly see that. I can see that. I see that. I just
something I want.
mhm.
Go ahead. Finish what you say.
One thing I will say, I ain't gonna say it's gonna happen, but another team I put up there for Deuce Knight probably be Notre Dame because he was going there before he decided to go to Auburn. So I would say, even though CJ Carter starter, that's why I mentioned went ahead and transferred. I mean, CJ Carter probably, I think next year, if he'll probably get NFL draft stuff. So if Deuce Knight want to do like your boy Oregon City year, and know I'm gonna be the starter the following year, but I mean that's just something to throw in there.
Yeah, what I was going to say, something we need to touch on, maybe not tonight, but something to look for soon. It's already happening in college basketball.
Hmm.
College basketball is the guinea pig. Somebody's gonna go into the NFL draft and not get picked up and come back to the back to
Pat
college
College,
football.
hey dog,
It's gonna happen.
I think we gonna see it this year
And
because
really,
I
the
think we
way
gonna
it's
see it.
looking, yeah,
I think we're gonna see it this year.
you
Cause
think so?
and I'm gonna tell you who I think made a mistake going in the draft today. Your boy at Alabama, the quarterback. I really feel like he needed 1 more
Yep.
year. He might shouldn't have stayed at Alabama, but I feel like he need 1 more year. So
You know who I think could have probably went back this year but he ended up getting playing time on the active roster. I believe if Quinn Ewers didn't play at all this year, he could have probably went back next year.
He was set up to go back because
Or this year, should I say.
I put it like this.
But he ended up playing.
Yeah, because Miami wanted him before they went to Carson Beck. Everybody and North Carolina wanted him too.
Mm-hmm.
So before he decided to go in the draft, so yeah, I agree with you on that.
When you had met with Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He had met with Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But that's a name I could really seen him if he didn't get that cup of coffee with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
This year, because Tua ended up going down. He could have probably got back in college.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Now the way it looked, even if you get drafted and sign a contract, if you don't play, they still consider you eligible. So for basketball. So like I say, we'll see how it's going to be a football player that's going to come back the other way eventually.
Mm-hmm. Because it's gonna be somebody.
I didn't know.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say, yeah, because it's gonna be somebody who is gonna get some bad advice, and they're gonna go in that draft, and they ain't finna get picked where they thought, and it's gonna be looking crazy, and you're gonna have to go back to school. Like, I know we ain't hit on it yet, but the quarterback at Washington, I feel like, first of all, his agency, whoever his agency is, I feel like he getting some bad advice. He shouldn't have. If you knew you were probably gonna get in that portal, dude, you shouldn't have signed that paperwork with Washington. But on the other hand, like I was telling my wife tonight, I don't think Washington can do anything about it either.
Yeah.
Even though what I read, they talking about they're gonna sue him and all this type of stuff. And then they probably gonna try to. Go ahead. Oh, then they probably gonna try to sue because the team he want me to go to is LSU, so or Miami. So they probably gonna try to sue the school too, probably, because they said all the Big Ten commissioners
in the school,
huh?
So they're suing the school, not him.
No, they say they're gonna sue him and sue the school. They said the Big Ten. They said the Big Ten had a meeting today. Say Big Ten had a meeting today, and said they all firmly back in the University of Washington, pretty much. So
I ain't know that big tall receiver from Colorado, but he at Arizona State now.
yeah.
Miller.
Yeah.
Hell, I thought he was matter. I thought he matter was going to the draft this year, but he going to a whole other school. That shows you, man.
Man, I'm be real with you. I think Sam Levitt should have stayed at Arizona State. I think he making a mistake. Honestly. Because to me, you had a perfect situation. Yeah. I think to me, you was in the perfect situation. You got a good coach, good young coach. Y'all just went to the playoff a year ago. Okay, this year y'all didn't make the playoff, but y'all still had like 9, 10 wins. You got hurt. And I think what happened when he got hurt, he thought the team wasn't going to win. I think it was like the situation with the dude that was at UNLV last year. He thought the team wasn't going to win, but they kept still winning. And that's when he tried to go ask them for more money, and it ain't work out the way he thought it would. Him and whoever his representation ain't work out the way they thought it was going to work out. And I think that's why he joined in the portal. Because, dog, You visiting all these schools. You done been to Kentucky. You done been to LSU. Reportedly, you were supposed to go visit Texas Tech, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen because they said Sorsby girlfriend had done enrolled at Texas Tech. So I already knew that wasn't
Mhm.
gonna happen. And now you at Tennessee tonight. Come on, man. You got dog. You got to make up your mind where you want to play at.
Exactly. That's nuts. For anybody just tuning in, like I say, you listen to the Channel 6 podcast. Like I say, like and subscribe. I'm joined by Pro Smith 81. We are currently talking about the players in the transfer portal, specifically keeping it to the top 100 players because there is, I think they said on TV over between D1 as a whole, like 4,000 players
Yeah, that's right.
all together.
hmm
School, so we wouldn't be able to do all 4,000 players,
Nah.
but we are talking about key players in key universities. Um, who's coming to Notre Dame?
Um, they were supposed to get one of them receivers from Michigan State to visit, but he ended up signing somewhere. I forgot where he signed at. He might have signed with Arizona State. I ain't sure. But they supposed to either today or tomorrow supposed to have one of the best D lineman Utah had, supposed to be visiting. So so we'll see how that go. If he don't end up in Michigan, and I told you how I felt about that situation.
Yeah,
I just don't like which I understand in sports and all this and stuff happening. But man, how Cal Willingham rated BYU and Utah staff, that is crazy how he rated their staff, bro. Both teams staff. Like, okay, you were supposed to be going to retire, but then you weren't going to retire, you resigned because Utah already had the coaching waiting anyway. They felt like it was time for you to move on, but then that Michigan
yeah,
job came open, you just jumped at it. You jumped at it. Even though I think Kyle Whittingham a good coach, but now you done rated all these folks staff, then they can't keep the players, man. It's crazy. But I think Utah gonna keep most of their players. BYU probably gonna keep a good chunk of their players. It's just the staff wise, they've been having to, hey, I gotta go get this dude, gotta go get that, go find this dude. You know what I'm saying? So that shit crazy.
yeah. I know as of right now, UGA so far the only official transfer we done had is that DB out of Clemson,
Yep.
Barnes. He's a safety, and he's from Georgia, so
Mm.
that probably wanted to go home. I know Jaden Harris is leaving and going to Kansas. Jordan Thomas is
Mm.
going to South Carolina. I don't like that at all. Why you going?
See, that's my thing, man. That's
When
my
you when
whole.
you when you do the when you do the transfer portal, is one thing. But then you ain't got to go to a rival, dog. You ain't got to go in conference at that.
Right.
You gonna go where the money going.
And South Carolina probably ain't giving him that much
And
more than Georgia was giving him.
I'm thinking he probably going there because it's hard to shine on that defensive line in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
He probably feel like he'll be a bigger star. He'll get more shine in South Carolina than he will in Georgia.
I agree. Agree with that.
It's just like how they say we wide you and running back you. We about to come in defense you in Georgia too. So I can understand that. That might be it might be more so less competition.
Right.
And I wish Oz was on here because I wanted to talk to him about Mike Bobo, man.
Yeah, man. I think he about
That's him.
gone. Man. I think he about gone. But, and
And
I think if you want to call Kirby Smart something that probably, even though we know he's the best coach in the nation, let's just put it out there. But I do feel like
yeah,
his so far since they won that last championship, bringing back Mike Bobo been a hell of a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like the me, shoot, he ain't innovated or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, mm I don't know, and
same
I
old,
think
same old.
that, and see, I hold shout out to the Water Boys podcast. I hope we get them on one day. I know they were talking about it. I think they had somebody on talking about why Georgia. They were talking about the whole black quarterback thing and why Georgia
Mm-hmm.
ain't got no black quarterbacks and Georgia don't really get no mobile quarterbacks no more and all this type of stuff. Well, I think when you run an offense like Mike Bobo running, I think that's a part of it. You
Yeah,
know,
it don't cater to
right?
it don't cater to a mobile quarterback, which mean and
Mm-hmm.
then in turn you're not gonna attract players out of high school wanting to come there and play because they know if they come to Georgia, well, me being a quarterback, if I go to Georgia, they're probably just gonna turn me into a wide receiver because
Right,
the offense that Bobo run doesn't cater to my playing style.
right, right. I hear you. That
So that's
100%. I'm
and,
100% on.
and
And no, this is a good
and
question
I'm
too.
thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
Now go
Now,
ahead.
uh, look who's
Go ahead.
still out there. Look who ain't went on no visit yet. Far as quarterbacks, look on that list.
So far, um,
Me and you talked about him the other week.
you ain't talking about Rayola, is you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You ain't- 'cause-
Oh.
but they said Georgia was one of the places,
Mm-hmm.
which I hope he don't come. But they say that is on his unofficial list because
I'm
he
gonna
feel
put
like he
another.
can.
I'm gonna put another team on. I'm gonna put two teams on there. I think it's y'all. But let's be real. The first team was Texas Tech. Texas Tech ain't want him. Put that out there. And I think it's Georgia. I think it's Oregon, and I think it's Miami. Cause them the even though the rumor is strong sense Dante Moore coming back to Oregon next year. Even though I know
Yeah,
Gary Wilson got mad with Stephen A today because Stephen A wasn't doing nothing but telling the truth. Don't nobody want to play for the Jets. And he was just saying Dante Moore might need to go back to school instead of coming to play for the Jets, which ain't no lie.
yeah,
you know, and they get mad with Stephen A saying it. Tommy Shea said the same thing. So I don't know why Gary
Yeah.
Wilson was getting so personal about
And
it.
you know that these past couple of years, they've been saying every year the quarterbacks need to be aware of the draft because you don't want to end up playing for the Jets. This didn't start this year. They were saying that last year about whatever
Last year, yep,
quarterback
sure
you
was.
don't want to end up.
Yep, yep,
It's
because
pretty bad, man.
they just got a bad history, man, with quarterbacks, man. Think about it. This gonna sound crazy, but think about it. The last good quarterback they had was Mark Sanchez, dog, and now he might be going to prison. Think about that. Think about that. If you really want to go back,
Playing
it,
football in jail.
yeah, gonna be playing football like the longest yard. You know what I'm saying? So, but then think about this: if you really want to go back, probably the last good quarterback they had was Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah,
No, Chad
yeah.
Pennington. I forgot about Chad Pennington. I ain't gonna do Chad Pennington like
You
that.
know, Benny Testaverde is their most well known, like past 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the modern era Jet football. That's the name that people bring up.
Yep. And then you already know they say because pretty much Jets probably gonna be bad next year. You know Arch Manning is not gonna want to go to the Jets. And you know his granddaddy and his uncles gonna pull a power move right there.
Yeah, because same thing like Eli. He don't want to end up on a bad team. And that stems back to with the daddy Archie. He didn't want his sons on the shit team because he was with the Saints for all them years and didn't do that. He ain't want the same thing for his son, so he ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
want the same thing for his grandson.
Mm-hmm. Cause think about it. Think about it. Both his sons bucked from going to the Chargers. Both his sons.
Yeah. Uh. So Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf was traded in the draft.
It was in really. They said the Chargers really wanted Peyton Manning, and they were trying to trade with the Colts to get Peyton Manning. Tried to move up, but the Colts had done made the decision. But if he would have went to they would have tried to trade him to the Chargers. His daddy probably finna buck.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been good because then at that time LT wasn't in San Diego at that time, was it?
Yeah, not when Peyton, but I think he was there when Eli was there. Yeah, he should have been there by the time. That was right, cause LT got drafted the same draft with Vic, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so he should have. Yeah, he would have been there. He would have been there during that Eli time.
Yeah. And Antonio Gates didn't get there till like 4-5 years after the fact. So
Yeah.
that would have been good.
That and then you know something, man. That's crazy about the city of San Diego. The only, even though it's a great city, been there, a great city, but think about it all. The only thing they got to cheer for, you got the Padres and the San Diego State Aztecs. That's it. That's it. And
Yeah.
then and
Yeah.
then
They lost
the
their
Az
team. Yeah.
and they MLS team. That's it. And the women's soccer team, but they ain't got no NFL team, no NBA team, nothing.
Yeah, because that's where the Clippers came from,
Yep, that's right.
San Diego. First they was in Buffalo, then they went to San Diego, then they ended up in Los Angeles.
I don't understand why they ain't got an NBA team. That is kind of weird. But California don't need no more NBA teams, no way.
I seen a YouTube video about it. One reason why no suitable no arena for that fits NBA standards.
Mm.
That's what they said on the video.
Mm.
That's one of the reasons why. They said
Crazy.
I read I was like the history of the Clippers I seen. It was
Mm.
like a like after the Clippers left, there was a long time saying they was trying to get either an expansion team or was trying to get another NBA team to come to San Diego because I think they wanted the Jazz to come there one time.
Okay, that makes sense.
When the Jazz was thinking about
Okay, that makes sense.
but they couldn't get them to come. Yeah,
Mm.
that's one of them things. That's a nice ass stadium. I done drove through San Diego. I done seen Petco Park before.
Oh,
I mean, so they got a nice baseball stadium.
no,
That's one of the best
that
stadiums in the league.
shoot, that stadium they built for the San Diego State Aztecs, what it called, Sun Dragon Stadium. That joint, and I'm just going by
Mm.
looking on the video game. That stadium look nice. And now they finna go into the Pac-12. They probably gonna be one of the best teams in the Pac-12. Just me guessing, because they was the best and one of the best teams in the Mountain West. Them and Boise State probably gonna be two best teams right there.
Who's the coach at Boise State?
Ah, I forgot the dude's name. I don't heard his name. Shoot, he the best. Put it like this, he the best coach there since they had Chris Peterson. I know his name was up for some
Pulling it
jobs,
up
but he
now.
said he wasn't leaving.
His name is Spencer Daniels,
Yep.
and he was the interim. Yeah, he was the interim in 2023, and he got promoted to head coach. And he's only been other than division two Azusa. The
Mm.
only other place he ever coached at was Boise State.
Yeah, because really they want to kill him more to get that job, but Buddy started winning, and then he ended up winning the Mountain West
Yeah,
last year, and now he don't win it again this year. So, but they got in the Mountain West championship game on the technicality. Because you know how they did it. They had the computer shoes because they had like a four-way tie or something. So they said we're gonna let the computer choose who gonna play for the
like
Mount. Yeah. And they end up picking UNLV and Boise State when it probably really should have been San Diego and New Mexico State. Not New Mexico State, but New Mexico playing for that championship. But I but the
I
Pat
hate when they do that shit. That's why I ain't like.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm just doing this because I be doing my dynasty, been doing my dynasty modes. I'm kind of excited about the Pac-12 coming back. I ain't even gonna lie. Even though it ain't gonna be the same Pac-12, but I think San Diego State and Boise State probably gonna be the big dogs in
Some
that
fresh,
conference. Yeah.
yeah, and we'll get some fresh matchups. We'll get some teams that ain't played each other before, and some teams that ain't played each other in a long time.
Yep.
Gonna get to see them again. And plus, Friday nights, you know, when you ain't got nothing to do on a Friday night, them late night Pac-12 matchups on a Friday night be
Mm-hmm.
hitting sometimes.
Sure do.
So
That's why I said I'm kind of glad they Pac-12 finna be back. That's why I think too, like Oregon State, they fired their coach and they hired Buddy from Alabama. And then, well, Washington State coach left, and they hired Kellen Moore's brother, what is Kobe Moore or Cody Moore or something. They could hire his brother. So you got a lot of fresh blood. Jim Moore back in the Pac-12 at Colorado State. Even though I think that's crazy that Nick Saban gonna question that man why he went. I don't know why he went there. No more about it. You ain't finna win nothing at no cadet UConn and no football.
Man,
So shoot, I'll go to Colorado State. They got a new stadium. You gonna be in the Pac-12? I went too. I was like,
man,
dang, he
play.
questioned. But I do think by within the next 2 years, you're gonna see. I think Stanford, if Stanford don't start winning, I can see Stanford trying to get back to the Pac-12 because they still play some of them Pac-12 teams.
Yup.
And I wouldn't be shocked, even though I like the coaching hire Cal made. I wouldn't be shocked if Cal try to go back. But then I was watching 365 Sports, and all they do is talk about college football, and because I think they cover mostly the Big 12. I didn't know the Big 12 is trying to get USF. So,
Yeah,
because that's why
yeah.
USF, yeah, that's why USF trying to get that stadium built. It's supposed to be done in 2027, and they trying to win because they probably finna be moving up. Because you got to think they ain't played UCF since they left the American.
Right.
Cause see, yeah, cause you ain't get see. That's why all this conference alignment done messed stuff up, man. You ain't got some of them rivalries no more that you used to have. And I know, like the coach at Oklahoma State, the one that came from North Texas, he said he ready for Oklahoma State to play Oklahoma again. Even though Oklahoma trying to act like, nah, we really don't need it. But that's a rivalry, dog. You supposed to play you know what I'm saying? You supposed to play your in-state rival.
Yeah.
So
And with that, yeah, that's gonna be good. You're gonna get a lot of good basketball matchups too.
like, guess who coaching Cal basketball? I ain't even know it.
Who coaching?
Mark Matson,
Damn, that's
Lakers.
where he at now.
Yeah, yeah. He won at that little small school he's at. Now he coaching Cal. Cause Scottie Pippen, other son on the team. I told you I ain't been doing nothing, so I saw him play the other night.
Hmm.
hmm
Damn, that's
So that
crazy. I would have thought. I figured he had to be somewhere in college. 'Cause I know he wasn't no because he didn't never have no NBA assistant job nowhere, did
no, he was an assistant with the Lakers for a little while back when Field was there, but then that's when I think after Field left, he took a small D2 school. I think they won a championship, and he moved up. He kept moving up, and now he got that Cal job. Man, we ain't talked about Cal basketball in years. Shoot, we ain't even talk about them when Jalen Brown was there. So that tell y'all that you need to know.
he?
But
Yeah, that.
I'm glad they started. Like I said, I saw the press conference of that coach from Oregon, that defense coordinator from Oregon, and hired at Cal. They spending money on football, so they trying to get back right. And if I ain't gonna lie, even though I like the ACC, that probably the best conference to get right in. But
Yeah,
like I said, it won't shock me when in about 2 years, at least one of them gonna be back in the Pac-12, if not both of them. I just don't see them staying in the ACC when the Pac-12 right there. and you're gonna get the same amount of revenue money from the Pac-12.
Just because it'll be easier for you'll get more entertaining matchups, more rivalries, and it'll be
Hmm
easier for them to schedule. You'll see a lot of them teams that was there before going back.
hmm Yeah, and I think UCLA. I think
I think
UCLA gonna end up
that's
back
how
in the
it goes.
Pac-12 because only reason USC ain't gonna go back because they don't talk all this big talk and they got too much pride. Now they get whenever they get rid of Lincoln Riley or uh, Lincoln Riley leave, they might try to go back. So
Yeah,
they they might, but I don't think the Big Ten, because the rumor is the Big Ten trying to get Notre Dame, which I wouldn't think that would be a bad move, but I really think Notre Dame need to go to ACC.
yeah. Just make it so it'll be clean with the rest of the universe. Just go to the same conference, man. And
Yeah,
plus, you gonna be a big dog in ACC. Ain't like you gonna be at the bottom of the barrel in the ACC. You gonna be a big dog. Who's gonna be what?
yeah. The only
Notre
team
Dame, Miami.
to me is Notre Dame, Miami, Louisville, and SMU. That's probably it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Georgia Tech and Pitt on the rise, but they ain't arrived yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then we don't know what Belichick gonna do. That's crazy, boy. Bill Belichick and Bobby Petrino together, boy. That's gonna be crazy right there.
Yeah. Both of them like Kendrick Lamar said.
Man, I thought about doing my dynasty in North Carolina. Now I will say this: if he if he get it going, and Bobby Petrino get him just a decent offense, North Carolina can do some things as far as recruiting. I mean, they in a good recruiting base. You know what I'm saying? Bill Belichick still know how to coach. I don't think he that far gone yet. Even though he got that young girl, but hey, oh, old enough to be her
We'll
granddaddy,
see.
but yeah. But North Carolina can do some things.
What Bobby
Now,
Petrino is
if Bobby Petrino don't undercut him and take the job,
if shit
huh?
you took the words out of my mouth because I was going to say Bobby Petrino. You took the words out of my mouth because I was going to say Bobby Petrino. That's a good successor. If shit go
Yeah,
left, or if all of a sudden Bill Belichick do leave, they go your ready made head coach, right? And I
oh, I
believe
got,
low key that's an agreement they made. Like, hey, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, you right. And I'm gonna give you another one too. Okay, Northwestern opening up that new stadium next season. You saw who they hired as their offense
Mm-hmm.
coordinator, Chip Kelly. Okay, I ain't know, I ain't know Coach JB don't like Chip Kelly till I heard him on the show the other day. Man, Coach JB was like, man, I don't know how that joker keep getting a job,
He
man.
him all he
Man,
call
I
him.
don't know how
How can you say it?
man, what Coach JB was destroying that man. But Northwestern trying to, they ain't gonna say it publicly, but they did. I give them credit where credit due. They did win 7 games last year in the Big Ten. That's good for them. You know what I'm saying? They probably want to win 8. You open up a new stadium. You done went and got Aiden Childs, who's one of the best quarterbacks in the portal. You know, so Chip Kelly gonna run that offense. They're gonna be Oregon up and down the field, whatever. So I believe they gotta win about 8 games probably next year. Cause I think I'm stretching it with 9, but they probably need to win 8. I forgot their coach name. He been there a little while,
Yeah.
But you seen that new stadium they built? They built for them, dog. Have you seen it?
Yeah. I seen it. They showed it on. I seen it on the Fox. College show.
Man, dog, that thing look. I ain't gonna lie, it look nice now. I ain't gonna lie, but because they ain't Northwestern like downtown Chicago or something like that.
The university is, and
Okay,
I want to say that stadium
gonna be by the
is.
river, right?
Mhm,
Figure that. But
yeah, exactly.
cause see, I thought cause what NC college football 25 did last year was remember Vanderbilt hadn't finished their stadium renovations, but they went ahead and added the new renovations in the game. And then they did the same thing with Kansas Stadium too. But I guess this year, I guess I guess what I read, they talked to the people at Northwestern. They wanted to put the scan of the new stadium in the game this past season, but because the stadium wasn't ready or something like that, Northwestern said, "Nah, we'll put in next year's game or whatever." Blah 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 blah. So that's I know a lot of people thought I saw it on Twitter like they finished the first season of Dynasty. The following season, you get the new stadium, but that stadium ain't in the game yet. So I'm guessing like I said, next season it will be when the game come out in July this summer. But yeah, Northwestern
I
taking the
hadn't
run.
played. I hadn't played NCAA 25 uh,
I mean 26. I'm
since
sorry. Yeah.
yeah, since because I played it I got it. I played it nonstop for probably 2 weeks and I just stopped cold. But I turned it on the night before last
Mm,
just to look at Paulson Stadium
mm,
just to see how if they added on because they still
yeah. Yeah.
renovating the stadium. They they built the. When the last time you actually seen it in person?
It's been some years, a couple years, probably about 2 years.
But you know that because they done about built when they put the bleachers all the way around the side, they took that they built over that hill.
Oh, they
Like the
did. I
seats
didn't
on
know
that
that.
hill now
Mm-hmm.
that all the
If
kids
they
can
if they in the
ride and
game, 'cause I
slide
don't play
down
with
and stuff.
Georgia Southern much. If they the new seats in the game,
Who in the game?
the new seats you talking about, they in the game on that
Yeah,
hill or
yeah,
no?
yeah,
They on the game.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell. Yeah, mm, yeah, yeah. It's
So
only a space like this big now where the grass growing
mhm.
in it. But yeah, you can tell. But that's about the only thing I did. I checked in. I looked in on that just to
Mhm.
look around, see how the stadium
Nah,
look on the game.
I ain't gonna lie,
And
man. Probably on the game. You college football fans and college video game football fans. To me, on the game, probably one of the best stadiums on the game. Man, much as I don't like them, got to be Appalachian State because they over there in the mountains.
hmm
I'll say them, and probably BYU.
now I play with BYU, and again, yeah,
Now, and
I
you
seen
know on the game they show the mountains and all. I'm like, Lee. But, but yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for next year's game. I'll be ready. Like I said, I've been playing it since I've been home and stuff. So like, yeah.
somebody. somebody, it might be on YouTube. Somebody created Savannah State on there,
Yeah,
and it looked so you seen that created one
I haven't
on
seen
there.
Savannah State,
That's
but I have seen somebody put Brunswick High on there and Glen Academy. And when I say they got Glen County Stadium looking legit, bro, yeah, whoever did it, they got it right. They put down. I seen Thomas County that won the state championship few weeks back. They put them in the game too, and they got everything legit, pretty much legit
yeah.
on them.
Think of
Somebody got
I
Tappan
seen
County
somebody
on
put
them.
back.
Mm.
Hell, I think Isaac made the county.
Somebody made. I don't know who made Tappan County, but I seen them on there. But I ain't look at them like I should. But
All right, well, we done about an hour. I want to talk about Venezuela, but I want to do it with the whole crew on here.
shoot,
So we
what
gonna
time
hold
they
off.
get? Dang, we might have to wait. We probably gonna
We
have to wait to Friday when everybody probably available. 'Cause I know
yeah,
I talked to Isaac the other day. I know he was working and stuff.
yeah.
So it'll probably be Friday,
I
probably.
want to get the but
Because
like I said, we knocked out an hour.
mm-hmm.
Finally got a show. First show recorded for 2026. Like I say, like and subscribe to the show. Appreciate everybody that listened in. Uh, this whole episode should be uploaded to YouTube in about an hour or two. But appreciate everybody for listening. Don't log off yet, Miles.
Okay.
Like I say, listen to the channel podcast. Signing off.